Today we have some fun things in store. I want to show you a few things before I get cracking on our project. Hi Seal, how you doing? Seal says hi to you too, Darren. You probably saw that. And thank you, Darren, as always, for moderating for me. I appreciate you helping me multitask or helping me to not have to multitask, I should say, right? Thank you. Hi, Robin. Hi, Lakeisha. Okay, so I don't know if you have received, if you are subscribers and you've received your products or not, but just in case, I want to show you some of the monthly subscription items that BrutusMonroe has to offer. First up, I will show you, this is the Cherry Aqua Pigment. Beautiful color. I'll probably have to turn the camera to show you a lot of this stuff, but these ones I don't have like a sampler or anything out, so I'll just show you. You just mix it up and it's really pretty. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it and it's just a really pretty cherry red. And aqua pigments, if you don't know much about aqua pigments, you'll have to watch one of our other videos, either mine or Cassie has a bunch of them, or there's a bunch, Christopher Allen, of course, has several. Anyway, that's something, type in aqua pigment and look and see how many things you can do with that. And this is the Poppy Glitter Glaze. Let me just open that and show you. This is really pretty. Mine is kind of close to the top, so I don't want it to spill, and the camera's not going to pick it up really well, but there's just a little bit of sheen in that too. It kind of has a little bit of a pearlesque look to it. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm excited to try that one out. Okay, and then I will show you, I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera at this point. You'll be able to see a little bit better. I think the camera's a little closer and it's a little clearer. Okay, I think we're in the right space. Benji's probably going to help me with, do you have the tablet for today?
No.
Oh, maybe not. So hopefully the screen is okay. Darren will tell me if I'm a little tilted. I adjusted it. Did you see it since I adjusted?
No, I'm delayed, so.
Okay. So tell me if it looks right in just a second and I'll know. So the next thing, so I've shown you the aqua pigment and I've shown you the glitter glaze. Now I want to show you the embossing powder. It's really pretty. Okay, hopefully the camera's in the right spot. Okay, so this color down here. This up here is I'm trying to remember which one. This I think is called Sweetheart. It's no longer available that I could see on the site. But this is not the one I'm going to talk about. This one in the middle, if you are an embossing powder subscription person, then you'll know this one in the middle was Cranberry. That's from a few months ago. But this, why I wanted to show you this is because I thought they were really pretty together. This one down here is this month's, and it is Raspberry. And I used this particular technique on a card. It's actually featured on Split Coast Stampers today in their tutorials, so you can go ahead and check that out. But I'm sure I'm going to use this again shortly anyway. And I did also use this embossing technique on the card that I posted last week with the ice cream cones. I just used 3 different embossing powders. It looks really good if you put one that's got a lot of glitter in it. And I used it with Pixie Spray. That's how I kind of got that lighter hand. That's why there's not super solid lines. And I do have a video on my YouTube you can check out if you want to check out that technique. But let's go back to our monthly subscriptions. This right here is the stencil. It's beautiful. I don't know the name of it right now, but this is the stencil of the month this month. And you may have seen that on the card I posted yesterday. And this is the stamp that I posted. This is the stamp of the month with the little somebody loves you. And this is the die called With Love. So now you've seen all of the subscriptions. Those are all so much fun. Darren's posting the links if you're interested in doing that. Except I didn't show you all the subscriptions. I haven't shown you. There's 2 I haven't shown you. I'm a little cautious to show you the ATC kit because I don't know if Heather has done her video or if she's doing it. So I'm just going to show you the stamp set and do a quick glance at the kit because I don't know. I don't want to rain on her parade or anything. So this right here is the stamp set. I think it's okay to show you that. And because I know I've seen Christopher show this, and it's just got this cute little ice cream truck. It says, "You are sweet." And this is my favorite. Look at these little sprinkles. And then
said her husband calls her Bunny, so she loved this month's stamp.
Who said that?
Ellen.
Helen?
Ellen.
Ellen. Ellen, that is so cute. He calls you Bunny. That is so cute. This little saying right here says, "Don't let your ice cream melt while you are counting someone else's sprinkles." How fun is that? Good advice. Okay, so then here's just a quick little drive-by of the ATC kit. And that's all I dare show you because, like I said, I don't know if Heather has shown that. She is the one that comes up with, she and Michael together, I think, create these boxes. And so I don't want to take anything from her on that. Okay, so this is the inspiration box.
Did you show the die of the month?
I did show the die of the month.
Okay, I missed it.
And it's called Sweethearts. And I have taken out the stamp set. So let's talk about the stamp set for a second. This is so cute. This is called, what is this called, Darren?
What's that?
It's called Sweet Valentine. And I did make a card a couple weeks ago, you may have seen, using that. And I just made a little belly band. And look how cute these little people are. So then you've got this awesome little old-fashioned ice cream shop in there. And so that is from this. And there are a couple of coordinating add-ons that you can get this month. They don't come in the box. This comes in the box, and the dies to this come in the box. And before I show you the others, I'm going to show you something.
The camera towards you up a little bit.
Up towards me?
You're seeing everything, yeah.
Seeing all my trays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. You saw my scary trays. Okay, so this is the die set that coordinates with this. And this right here is one of the coolest pieces because it cuts out your little window. And you can see it's got all of these little pieces.
Nikki says so adorable.
Isn't this cute, Nikki? I love it. So I'm going to show you the coordinating sets and then I'll show you the rest of the inspiration kit. So this one is called Love You More. And it's cute because it's this little couple as they've gotten older. And I can't wait. I've got to make something with all these little conversation hearts. I think they are adorable. And then this one is called Life is Sweet. And you've got two different scales here. You've got it so that you can use these little guys up front in your card. And the dogs look really cute with this other set too, with either of those. And then you've got this little ice cream shop. And then you've got these little guys that you can use with that. So we are going to use this today. And we're going to use some of the ice cream scoops from this one today.
Gina says she's stocking right now. Her box is supposed to be delivered today.
Oh, Gina, I was doing the same thing yesterday. Our mail yesterday didn't come until like 6:30. It was really late. I was like, come on. So let me show you the rest of this box and then I'll move on to getting something done here. So in the box you get, like I showed you before, let me grab them. You get the dies and the stamp of the month, which is a really fun thing that BrutusMonroe has started doing.
Okay. Martha says she's new. She just ordered this box. It's amazing.
Oh, Martha, you are going to love the inspiration
it's such
box.
A cute card. How did you do the heart fold in the front?
That is a good question, Martha. Let me tell you, I'm sure I did it in a weird way, but I had never even made a gatefold card. So I actually had to put it together and kind of put something behind it so that I could cut it without cutting through the paper. In fact, if I remember right, it does actually have an indentation. I put a piece of foam in the center so it wouldn't cut all the way through. And then this paper covered up my indentation so it didn't matter. So yeah, I had heart dies that worked with that. And I just kind of folded it off to the side. So then, okay. What was I saying? Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, I was telling you that BrutusMonroe now carries their stamp of the month, their stamp that's in the inspiration box with the coordinating die. So that is kind of a cool feature, I think, these right here by themselves would be worth the money that you pay for the inspiration box. And then it comes with, I'll show you these next. These are one of my favorite things. So these are printed on toner paper, or with toner ink, I mean. So you can use these with your foils and your, like I use mine through my laminator, whatever you're using for your foil. But look at how cute the patterns are.
The subscription box.
It's, I believe, $34.99, the subscription box is.
Okay, because Lynn is asking about the cost of Canada. So it's
In Canada, I'm not positive.
The U.S. price is $34.
But the U.S. price is $34.99. Okay, so those are your... Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining today. So these little guys are so fun because you can color them, or you can use them with your foils. You can use pieces of them to cut out. They're a lot more versatile than they look in this little package all neat and tidy. I like to get mine out and get them going and get them dirty.
Charlotta says hi from Sweden.
Well, hello from Sweden, Charlotta. Is it Charlotta or Carlotta?
CH, so Charlotta.
CH, Charlotta. Pretty, okay. This is the ribbon that came in this box, and I love it. I love that it's the Neapolitan colors. That is one of my favorite ice cream flavors. I know that if I get that, my family will all find something that they like. So it is the ice cream of peace at our house. And then these are the coordinating sequins. So pretty. And there's a ton. I've always said this. Every time we get an inspiration box, I look at it and I'm like, they really are so generous with how much they give us in these boxes. And I'm just trying to move fast a little bit because I want to get playing. And then in every inspiration box, you get a little enamel pin, which is really fun to collect. And this month, it's this little ice cream truck. And this is something I have been waiting for. I don't know about you, but I searched the site, and I guess this is something they had before because I noticed the sprinkles, and they were out for a really long time. But now they've got them back. The little sprinkles. Are those not cute for a little shaker card? And then this is new and exciting. Let me show you the paper first, and then I'll talk about these little sentiments.
Ellen says cute pin.
Ellen, it is a really cute pin. I love the little pins. I'm kind of a sucker for those little pins. I didn't even know I needed those in my life, but now that I have them, I would be sad to be without them. Okay, so we've got a little selection of, I think there's a white one in there too. Yep. You've got some pretty colors to use for your Valentine cards. This is one of my favorite things. I love BrutusMonroe glitter stock. It is so nice to watch. You don't get a bunch of glitter flaking off. It is really, really good quality. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Get the box out of my way a little bit. And then I want to show you these. I'm going to stick all these back in the box. Because these are new and these are really fun. So I don't know about you, one of my biggest challenges when I stamp is I have a hard time stamping sentiments straight. And these kind of solve that for me. I can just use these little sentiment cards. I can cut one off. I can use my cutter and it's nice and straight for me and I don't have to worry about it. So you've got tons on here. You've got the first line just it says, nothing says I love you like ice cream. You've got happy anniversary. There's a ton in there. I won't read them all because there's just too many to do that for. But you've got them in the white with the black lettering and you've got the black with the white lettering. And you've got just a ton right there to work with. And this is something that Christopher Allen said to expect in future boxes. So fun and exciting there. And now I think we've cleared off our space, so we're ready to get playing. So this time of year, I've said before, I love Valentine's Day. It's probably one of my favorite. I know Christmas kind of wins, but I love Valentine's Day. I love that you can think about the people you care about and just kind of, I love the idea of just letting them know you care about them and just spreading love a little bit. And this one, oh, looks like thankfully I already stamped it. Let's see if I can rescue this. So what I have been wanting to do this year, Well, this is the nice thing about the Misti. I know
Michelle
it was...
says that the name strips were cut. She just said she hates cutting.
I am glad I'm not the only one. That was Michelle. Right? Darren?
What's that?
That was Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle, we are in the same brain.
Jackie
Okay.
says hi.
Who said hi?
Jackie?
Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Okay. So if you're familiar with the Misti, a lot of stampers are. It's so nice because I just lined it up, put it in the corner, and now it'll always stamp in the same place as long as I have everything lined up. And I wanted to show this one. I wanted this to be dry before we got going because I'm going to have the color really fast so that you guys, I don't lose you. And one thing when you color that is nice is if you color right in your Misti, or at least if you have it set up really well so that you can just set it exactly in the same place and have it stamp in the right spot, don't take your stamp off. Because when you're done, if you stamp one more time, it just makes your image pop. So we are going to color a little ice cream shop, and then I will tell you what this, what I had in mind for this cute little stamp. So my coloring medium of choice is hands down pencils. I love colored pencils, and these ones happen to be Prisma color pencils. You can obviously use whatever you're more comfortable with, but I like the control that I get with colored pencils. And the biggest trick that I have learned about colored pencils is that you have to be kind of patient. And you just have to be willing to do kind of a light layer and just kind of, that's just it. That's the key, is layers. And I do feel like I'm talking really fast and talking so much that maybe I've missed a few comments. So if there's any comments, Darren, that I'm missing.
Michelle says such a good tip. Love the Misti.
You know what? It is a tip that saved me. It's not my original idea, Michelle, but it was a tip given to me by a friend of mine. All right. So we've kind of got the basic, just our little brick here. And then I'm just going to go in, I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to go in with a little bit darker brown, kind of in the shadowy places. And I would probably take twice as long if I was just doing this leisurely, which I love to do. I love to color. But I will spare all of you from having to watch me color for too long and do the kind of quicker version. Excuse my little dog, Louie. He's being ferocious right now.
Stop it.
He weighs about 2 pounds, maybe.
That's enough.
So be terrified. My little 2-pound dog is going to get you. So we have 2 dogs. We have Louie and we have Buddy.
Louie's a tough one.
And Louie thinks he is all that. Okay, so now that I'm kind of coming in with this little darker color, I'm just going around the very edges, and I'm not really pushing very hard, but I'm just kind of giving a little bit of depth. And then what I'm going to do, I know a lot of people use Gamsol and baby oil and different things, but my preference is, if I can, to just use my colored pencils to blend.
Jackie says she loves coloring, especially with alcohol markers.
Yes.
She needs to work on colored pencils.
I love working with alcohol markers too. I'm right now, they're frustrating me because I'm missing a few of the in-betweener colors, and I haven't mastered them enough to work around that as well as I'd like to. So this is my go-to, but I get you. I enjoy the alcohol markers too. I just need to invest in a few more, it looks like. I got a pretty good collection going though. So I will color a little lighter with the dark colors, and then once I have those laid down, I can color a little harder with my lighter color to blend the colors out a little bit. All right, I think we have that covered pretty well. So then I just wanted to make this a fun, colorful little ice cream shop. So we're gonna go ahead and let me start with the red actually. And we are going to give it kind of a multicolored awning. I think that's what that's called.
It's hard to see what you're doing, your hand blocks, but
I'm sorry, I have big crafter hands. I don't have delicate hands at all. I will try to be aware of that. Thank you for letting me know. Is that a little better?
yes.
Okay.
Sorry if it's harder to do,
Ah, that's all right.
but we're just watching your hand move.
All right, so I'm just kind of alternating, as you can see.
Jackie says, do you color in small circles lines?
You know, I kind of do a combination. It's mostly in circles, but on this I'm kind of doing a like long round lines, if that makes sense. Kind of rounded at the ends. And then, see, they're kind of like, kind of in a spiral. So I guess they're circles, but they kind of...
Ovals?
Yes, I guess ovals. So I was just mostly laying down my first layer of color here.
Jackie says makes sense.
I'm glad you're on the same page with me, Jackie. Okay, so now I've got the main color laid down. I can go in and I can give it more, little bit more life. So then I'll go in and I'll darken it up a little bit, kind of blend it out a little bit. I go around the edges mostly, depending on kind of where you're assuming the light is. I'm not super technical. I'm not going to pretend I know a whole lot as far as light sources and all of that.
It's hard to tell since your camera is usually backwards.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I know my camera...
So
someday when I get a new computer, I'll be able to fix that, but...
So you're not a lefty though, right? You're a righty.
Oh, I'm a righty. I am a righty for sure. My grandma was pretty much ambidextrous. She was pretty cool. She apparently would iron with both of her hands.
Benji can write with both.
Yeah, Benji, my little boy, he's pretty ambidextrous too. It took us a long time to figure out whether he was a righty or a lefty.
He'll just switch hands. I watch him print. He'll just switch hands whenever it feels like it.
All right, so here is the question of the day that I just have to know. What is everybody's favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
That's yours, Darren?
Yeah.
I would have thought cookies and cream for you.
Cookie dough is close second.
Every ice cream, is that what you just said?
Cookie dough.
I know. I'm teasing you.
With a little bit of ice cream. Seals is coffee.
Okay, Sil. She likes a little zing in her coffee.
Jackie's is hands down strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake. Funny you should say that. You'll know why when I finish this video. You'll know exactly why.
Gina's is Ben & Jerry's Chubby Hubby.
Chubby Hubby. What's in that?
Charlotta says it's hard to choose.
I definitely agree with that, except that mine has pretty much been consistent as long as I can remember. I am a Rocky Road girl all the way. I like all the stuff in mine, especially the marshmallow.
Kayleen's is coffee with chocolate flakes.
Nice. Kayleen likes a little kick in her ice cream too.
Vicky likes the bunny tracks.
Ooh, bunny tracks, yum.
Gina likes peanut butter, pretzels, and chocolate.
Oh my goodness, I've never had that, but that sounds... That's what's in the Chubby Hubby? Ooh, that sounds really good.
Peanut butter, pretzels, and chocolate.
None of them sound bad. I will say that right now.
Jackie says a little story in upstate New York that makes it homemade.
Ooh.
Gets it every summer.
Homemade ice cream. Yum. Yeah, there's a little ice cream shop in Utah where we used to live.
Strawberry cheesecake is the homemade in New York.
Oh, homemade strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I can only imagine how divine that is. I've just always had the store-bought stuff, but for that. But yeah, we used to go to a little place called Leatherby's in Utah. If you ever go to Utah, that's a good place to try out.
Lynn's is moose tracks.
Ooh, moose tracks. Yum. If you do go to Leatherby's, the one flavor that is so good that I never stray from when I go there because it's so good is Swiss milk chocolate. Doesn't sound that exciting, but I'm telling you what, it is really, really good. It has amazing flavor. Okay, I'm going a little crazy on that, so I need to move on. Sorry, I got a little into my coloring.
I'm just distracted by all the ice cream talk.
I know, I'm daydreaming about ice cream over here. So we're just going to quickly go through this. And I think I'll just kind of go fast so that I probably won't finish this. I will show you the one I already finished so you don't have to watch me color this whole thing. So on this one, I'm just going to go along the edges with the red and drag that color in to my pink. This is likely some sort of strawberry cheesecake flavor ice cream right there. Okay. So then what I did is I went through and I colored the sign, this pretty greenish color. What do they call this? This is Vert Palais. Vert Pale? I'm not sure what that is.
Gina says a place in PA that has rice pudding, avocado, and corn ice creams.
Oh my goodness.
The rice pudding is yummy.
The rice pudding one sounds interesting.
Corn, no.
The corn can be really sweet. You know, think of sweet popcorn. Think of sweet cereals. But what was the other one? Avocado?
Avocado, yeah.
That one, I'm not sure if I can imagine because I'm not sure how much flavor it would have. I mean, I know that avocado would give it plenty of fat. But other than that, I can't imagine what that tastes like. All right, not going to finish all of that, but I colored it there. I'll kind of give you a little outline. Colored it here. Colored the door this color. Let's just show you. I'm just going to show you. Okay. So this, and then after I did it, when I put it on here, I purposely centered it on this because I knew I was going to want to cut it into a circle. So I was able to get my foundation dies. If you don't own a set of circle nesting dies, you need to look at these. BrutusMonroe has a wonderful set of these. And then I just went ahead and cut that out. So I'll show you. I have already got it cut out. And this is how it turned out. And then I went ahead and cut a little black mat for that. So we'll set that aside for a second and we'll work on our background. And our background, I wanted to show you too. Let me see how much time there is. We're still doing okay for right now. So I will show you a couple of different things you can do for a background. One of them is super simple. One of them, I'm sure you've already seen this technique a million times, but I think it lends itself well to this, this ice cream theme. And that is just to take your daubers and just kind of squish them into your paper. This color is, this is Distress Oxide. This one is Worn Lipstick. then we're going to use, I love this mat. I love that I can just get it nasty and fix it real easy.
Donna says hi.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna. She said hi to me too.
Is that Donna F or Donna R?
Donna.
Donna, how are you feeling? I like mine overlapped a little bit more. So we'll kind of spread them out. I probably actually should do the next color first and go back to this one.
What did she miss?
I colored this and I just showed all of the different items from the subscription kits.
You mainly showed the inspiration box.
Yeah, you didn't miss too much. And you can decide how dark you want these to go. And one nice thing is it isn't hard. You saw me, I went ahead and double dipped on a few of them. Anyway, this is one technique you could do, and you could fill it as full as you want.
She said she's feeling better.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Donna. Okay, so you could fill the entire thing, and it would be really cute. And then you could put this little guy on there, and look how easy and simple that background is. But the other one, we'll do the other one. It takes a little bit longer, but it's just as easy. It's just a little bit more time consuming. Let me just cover that before I... Okay, so I didn't give you any link for this yet. Darren could probably find one for me.
Donna
He's pretty
R
awesome.
says hi.
Hi, Donna. Donna R. Now I've said hi to both Donnas for sure.
Vicky says instant background. Love the colors.
Yeah, isn't it just an easy way to get a background, Vicky? I think it's really fun, and I've seen some really fun things done with that technique. And like I said, it's super simple, but I think it's really cute with the ice cream theme. But now we're going to move on to this one. We're just going to do a little blending first. And this is the Not Your Mama's cardstock. So this, you can see it's really heavy. It's 130 pound.
Michelle says one of her first cards with ink was with dots because I didn't know how to blend yet.
Hey, I bet it was cute. And this paper blends well. I mean, this ink and this paper blend well anyway, but it's a lot easier if you're going mostly for blend. The Perfect Blend paper is really good for that. But this one, we're going to do something too that made me want to use the thicker paper. So,
Jackie says it's the best cardstock.
Oh, it is the best cardstock. This is great for card making for sure. It sells out really quickly when it gets in stock because it is such a great cardstock. Okay. And if you go to the site and something is sold out that you're interested in, go ahead and click on the button that says notify me.
Ashley says hi from Florida.
Hi, Ashley. All right. So now this is Candied Apple. We're just going to kind of blend that into it. And I'm not really worried if I have any lines in here, and I will show you why after. It's okay if it's not perfectly blended, because it will be okay in the end. And again, I should have done the green first, but apparently I'm not going to. Okay. So now we've got our pistachio. And I think I'm using way too much ink, by the way. I just realized I did it unconsciously. You do not need near as much ink as I am putting up on these daubers. In fact, you probably will have more success if you don't use as much ink as I did. Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our little spray bottle. So I've got a squeaky clean bottle that I used up all the squeaky clean, which happened to be marshmallow peeps, or marshmallow chicks, excuse me, that I told you I love marshmallow. And I'm just going to spray it a little bit, and I'm going to use my paper towel and kind of daub it. And I kind of love that you get this kind of ice creamy, sherbety kind of look to it. And depending on how wet you get it and how, I mean, you can get it wet a couple of times over if you want. But you will want to let it dry a little bit before you do the next step. Right here where it's kind of a heavy line, I'm going to squirt it again so it kind of is a little bit less defined of a line there. And a lot of this is going to be covered by that little panel anyway, so I'm not super worried, but I do want to lift a little of the ink because of the next thing we're going to do. So I'm just going to do a quick little go over with the heat tool.
Kristen says thank you. She's going through a rough breakup, but it's nice having distraction. Getting great food. So.
Who said that?
Kristen?
Kristen. Kristen, I am sorry. That is definitely rough. I'm glad that you're here with us.
Michelle says she hopes Al makes an appearance again. She's hoarding the last marshmallow chips.
You know what? I hope it does too. I love that marshmallow chick. Yeah, marshmallow chick. I said it right that time, and then I second guessed myself. So I'll turn my paper both ways so that it kind of, because you know how it kind of curls. Okay, and you don't need to dry it super dry. Mine's pretty dry. I didn't get it crazy wet. All right, I just got to set my heat tool down in a way that it's not going to come crashing on me. Okay, so now we're going to use some of the cute little ice cream scoops from that other set. I showed you the first set, the one that's in the inspiration box. I took out all 3 of the little single scoops, and we're just going to go over what we already did here. So I think we'll start with, let's start with the pink. We'll just do it in the same order. And now that we lifted off some of that color, we'll be able to see, hopefully, our little stamped images. As they dry, I think we'll be able to see them even better. And there is no real rhyme or reason to how I'm stamping them on there, other than you want to have them fairly close together. Don't want them too spread apart. And we'll do some down here.
Stamping, put it close to the camera, it's hard to see anything.
Yeah, I can imagine. I will definitely do that. Remind me if I look like I'm forgetting. And just kind of turn your stamp as you go so that they're not all going one way. And keep in mind, you don't have to stamp the whole center because that is going to be covered up. Okay, so we've got this color done. Let's move that over and use our candied apple now. You should be able to see these a little better. That first layer of pink was a little bit darker than the others. So you can turn your stamp, or as I just realized, you can just turn your paper.
It's starting to show up now as they dry.
Yeah. And it's a subtle design. You don't want them to be the main focal point of your card anyway. You want the cute little ice cream shop to be. And I just told you you don't have to do the center, but you know what? I did it, so. Just, if you do, you do, but you don't really need to. All right, so now we'll move on to our pistachio, which I don't even think I told you it was cracked pistachio. All right, so I'm going to show you, there's that one, and then I've got one that's dry that we can actually use right now. It doesn't take a long time for this to dry, but I Came prepared. And you can see it looks like I used a little bit more water, and because it's dry, it usually dries a little bit lighter anyway. So we're going to go ahead and use this one. And let's go ahead and...
Michelle asked what's the difference between the 3 scoops.
Let's see. So you can see this one's kind of... They're a little bit different. You can see my boo-boo, but it's going to be covered with my panel. This one's kind of a skinnier one, and then you've got a little bit wider one, and then the widest one, and they're made like that so that you can stack them on your cone. It's kind of how they would look. It makes them easier to fit on your cone. Let me just grab a little bit of this tape. If I can find the end of it, we'll be doing good.
Michelle says thank you.
Oh, you bet, Michelle. Okay. So this is all leading up to something. So we've got a little card here, but you know, as I was saying, Valentine's Day is a fun time to just let people know you care about them. And I think right now everybody just needs to feel that way. And I work at a post office during the day, and so I work the morning shift, so I get a lot of little older people who sometimes I think I'm the only person that they see. And I think there's a lot of people who are just feeling isolated. And so one thing I thought would be fun is to create a little treat that our family can leave on someone's doorstep. But because of the treat, you want to make sure that they're going to be home. Because ice cream's not going to keep, right? Let's see. I told you I have a really hard time. I got to put something light down. I can't see on this. Let's see if I've got a piece of white paper somewhere. I have a hard enough time, let alone if I can't see it at all. Okay, don't be lining this up trying to see if it's straight, because I can tell you already it's probably not perfectly straight.
Kristen said loves the colors in the background.
Isn't it fun? And it was just easy.
Vicky said who doesn't love a variety of ice cream scoops?
That's right. I like the ones that don't have calories. I'm still looking for them though, so if you see them available anywhere, let me know. All right, and then we'll just get this guy on here. You could pop this up a little bit, and that'd be cute too. But I think instead I'm going to pop up the whole circle. So we've got that pretty well centered. Close enough in my book. And we'll just use a little bit of these foam guys. And then I'll show you what I pulled together for what we want to do for our neighbor. Okay.
Michelle says I use the Easy Tab.
Oh, how are they? I haven't...
Great.
They what?
It says they're great.
I bet they are. I'm looking forward to getting some. I haven't gotten any yet. I need to get some of those. The Easy Tab adhesive looks really cool. BrutusMonroe just came out with these little Easy Tab foam. They're circles, I believe, and they have a little tab on them, and so they make it so much easier to get the little backings off. This kind of looks like vanilla ice cream dripped, huh? I'm digging that. Okay, so now we've got our little card, and because I used black cardstock, I would want to put a square of white on the inside so we can write on that, or else I'd need to use some sort of a gel pen. But then I'll show you what else I had in mind. Let me just grab. Okay. Remind me who it was that liked the strawberry cheesecake?
That was Oh, it's way up there.
Strawberry cheesecake ice cream. That looks so good to me. I cannot have it right now, but we are going to... Jackie. It was Jackie that liked that.
Yeah.
So, Jackie, I wish you lived next door to me. So, I just bought this little, just this little tub. I just got it at my dollar store.
And it says adorable card.
Oh, thank you. That was Donna. Yeah. Thank you, Donna. And I am a big fan of the dollar store for a lot of things. I grabbed these cute little napkins. Grabbed these cute little, little dishes. I just grabbed some plastic spoons because we want this to be an effortless thing for this family that we're giving it to. And then, like I said, there's the napkins. And then I just added a little ice cream scoop and some sprinkles because you gotta have sprinkles, right? And then I just added some little strawberry syrup. And we have just enough room left that we can put our ice cream. And I think we could either set this on the top. I know you can't probably see anything I'm doing because we're in kind of close quarters here. You could do this, or I think it would be cute to kind of tuck it in and let it hang over the front, or so you can see it just kind of hangs over the front. Or you could even just punch a little hole in the corner and tie it. There's a million different ways you could do it. And you could add a bunch to this. I know some people like nuts on their ice cream. Some people like different candies. But you get the basic gist of what we're doing here. And just a fun way to just send a little ice cream party, especially with Valentine's Day. Some kids are in school, some kids are not. It's just a nice way to reach out to your neighbor and just say, hey, thinking about you. You're not alone. Somebody cares. I think this is a fun way to do that. But I will show you the card one more time. There's our ice cream card. And
they all like the idea. It says it's very sweet, and Gina says it's a cute idea.
It's fun, isn't it? And I think when you start doing little things like that for people, I think you really kind of catch the bug, and it's a lot of fun. And we've made a goal this year that we want to give more. So that is, even when you don't have a lot of money, that is something you can find a way to do. This didn't cost an awful lot. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I got from the Dollar Tree. But if you can't afford that, that's okay. Do something smaller. A little note, a little card, a little something, just a call even. It's just a nice way to reach out and just to say, I care about you. You're not alone. Anyway, let me go ahead and flip my phone. Thank you for hanging out with me and crafting with me today. I had so much fun, and I really do appreciate you. And do remember, you're not alone. We're all kind of struggling right now, and we're all going to get through this. And I hope that you will join me next week and that we can do something else fun together. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.